Hey there, Cancers. This is your girl, Kelly Lunt, bringing you your mid-month November intuitive horoscope. I want to let you guys know that we have some watermelon mica here. Mica, that's the silver part of it. So mica helps you with shedding of old layers, releasing the old. The watermelon part of this mica also works on the heart chakra center so that you can start to love what comes in. So we've got these three powerful stones with us working today. Oh, we got garnet for the root chakra. All of my one-on-one clients this last month, they've all had to cultivate a feeling of safety with the manifestations that they wanted to call in. So I wanted to have these here so that you guys can start receiving some of the energy transfer that you need to start getting the money you want to be making, to start having the type of lovers that you want coming in, so you get all the fun and good stuff. So root chakra work, we got just overall aura work, we're shedding layers of old, and watermelon mica to call in just more sense of safety and love around manifestations. Okay, also guys, hey Ruby, hey, I don't know how to pronounce your name, Ali Janelle, and everyone else who's coming. Hey Alma, so I also got some sage burning, just a little bit, you don't need a lot. Simple spiritual practices will get you great results. Yeah, it's Cancer's time today. So for those of you who are going to watch the video live or afterwards, I would certainly appreciate a big old thumbs up or a comment below. Let me know how this helped you. But sage, you just light a little bit of sage and you just kind of, what are you now releasing? And step two, what are you now calling in? And you want to balance the two out. So if you're releasing, feeling insecure on dates, if you're releasing feeling so in your head and so nervous about your body, it means you're calling in a sense of knowingness in your body. So right, what are you releasing on one side? What are you calling in on the other? That's the power of sage. So Cancers, I hope you kind of start to feel the healing and the natural vibrational shift to allow in what you want. Without further ado, I'm now going to go into your channeled message from Spirit, and then I've already pulled your Celtic Cross for the month, and it does look good, Cancer. Okay, Cancers, it's short and sweet for the channeled message part. You need to move on. You need to move on. It's time to move on. It's time to let go of the one way that you saw your manifestation coming so that you can open up and be open to receive it in all the ways. Instead of it has to come in this one area, this one person has to come back to me, this one job opportunity has to give me what I want or I won't get it. My boss has to give me the pay raise or I won't get it. Go, but that's one way it might come, and I'm open to how it might come into my life in other ways. Do you see the difference in the level of openness? We want you to be open to all the ways that the goodies can roll into your life right now. Because what that does is when you kind of, why won't he just change? Why won't he call me back? Why won't he put in more energy? Why won't they just give me the pay raise? Oh, if they don't give me the pay raise, that means I'm not really worth it. If you kind of are clinging on to your solution coming from something from the past or something that you can currently see right now, it's also sending off a message that you don't trust that what you want is coming in. So instead go, hey, that's one way. That's one person I might be able to date. That's one person who might give me the pay raise. But I'm the golden train of success. And I now call XYZ to me. That opens you up to receive in all the ways. That's our short and sweet message for you this month, Cancer, as Kelly goes to read the Celtic Cross for you guys. Yeah, Cancer, that's a great message. You guys are in a good spot overall. It's just let go of the one way so it can come in 10 different ways. And I do want to remind you guys that I do have a free guided meditation that I put together for you guys. It's a guided meditation so that you can journey to the Temple of the Masters to meet your spirit guides. So if you're ready to meet your spirit guides, I remember the years and all the meditations it used to take me to meet my spirit guides. And I met them once I discovered the Temple of the Masters. So I put it all together in one meditation for you to help shorten your time to meet them. I linked to it in the description down below. So if you want to meet your spirit guides, just go click on that. You'll enter your name and email, and I'll send you an email with the link to the meditation so you can start meditating. Okay, but Cancers, let's go ahead and get to this. So already Cancers, this is kind of, it's going to be a big month for you because you have 4 major arcana cards in your spread. You got the Wheel, you got Perspective, you got Peace, and you got the Sun. So just be aware that your change and your growth can be enjoyable. I know a lot of times when people who go through spiritual growth and personal growth, sometimes you have to go through like inner child work, shadow work, and it feels kind of yucky, some of the older stuff that you have to, you know, release the old trauma. You can release it in a way that feels good. Remember, it's a law of attraction. If you think it's going to hurt, it's going to hurt. If you're, hey, you know what? I've experienced enough hurt. I now want my personal growth. And even if it's forgiving someone from my past, I want it to feel good. I want to just start feeling better on a daily basis. That intention, and if you just cultivate that intention for 60 seconds a day of course I want my next level of spiritual growth to feel good and to feel easy. Like, I want to feel good. I like when things feel good. You know, I like when food just kind of soothes me. I like when food feels good and tastes good. I like when I burn sage. I like when I like holding gemstones in my hands. Of course I want to feel good. So of course I want my spiritual growth, my awakening. I want that to feel good too. Exactly like that, guys. I literally just showed you how to cultivate a vibration of feeling good while transforming and growing. What you talk about, you get. So if you talk about it for just 68 seconds a day, that's it. 1 minute a day of, yeah, I want this next level of growth. The asking for the pay raise for my boss, I want it to feel good. I want to walk in there feeling worthy of the money. I want to walk in there feeling like, duh, this is the logical next step. Of course they're giving me the pay raise. Oh, of course my next date's going to go really well and smooth. Speak that way so that it comes in smoother. So that's really going to help because you have a lot of the major arcana cards, which are very karmic in lesson, which are very soul level lesson. So you're shifting a lot. But okay, so Cancer. So going into the basis for you. Okay. All right. Okay. So, woo, Cancers, you are definitely going through some huge growth because you got the 6 of Raphael as what's going on at the underlying kind of core subconscious, if you want to use that word, level, the unseen, coupled with the basis of the month and what's crossing it, the 2 of Michael. So the 6 of Raphael, that's when you're kind of daydreaming about the past. You're kind of like, oh, the good old days, it used to be so simple back then. I wish I appreciated my time more. I wish I maybe appreciated the relationship more. I wish I appreciated the boss more. You're kind of like nostalgic. You're going back and kind of just, wow, it was better than I thought it was. Because there's a huge shift that you want to be going through, Cancers. The wheel is that card where change is coming no matter what. Whether or not it's going to be good or bad, that kind of depends on how you cultivate your vibrations and the intention you're setting out there. So change is coming no matter what. And it's like the bigger change. It's kind of like the going from high school to college, middle school to high school. It's the leaving your first job that you got while in college to getting your first job that is attached to your major. It's going from single to married. It's kind of the bigger changes right now. But there's a little bit of, I don't know if I'm ready for the change. I don't know if the change might be a little scarier. Because you're going back and reflecting on the past. So it's good, guys, when you go back in the past and you shine the higher vibrations of appreciation, of love, of empowerment, of, you know, those times were better than I thought, happiness, enthusiasm, you know, that was a really good period of my life. It raises your vibrations overall. So that's a good practice to do. But for you guys, though, there's a decision you're making a stall on. So as fun as it can be, and a really great spiritual practice to go back and shine love back on the past. You also have to balance that with what do you want in the future? Because this crossing these two is indicating that there's a little bit of almost getting stuck in the past. So even though the practice was good, as with anything, if you do too much of it, it becomes a hindrance. You know, like 1 glass of wine is okay. If you 10 glasses, you might be drunk on the floor. So a little bit is good. If you do it too much, it can kind of cause a stuckness because there's just a little decision you have to make. And the decision is, What do you want the future to look like? If you know that the job you're doing is not right for you anymore, the wheel can indicate that you're either going to get a new job and move on, or maybe they'll give you the gentle nudge out. I'm not saying anyone's getting fired or anything. I'm just saying that the wheel indicates that the change is coming no matter what. How empowered do you want to be throughout the change is really up to you this month, Cancers. It's kind of like, when you're letting go of an ex-lover and you hit that moment where you're like, oh, I wish I appreciated more, you know what, though? This is what I want going in the future. If there's a little part of you that's afraid of, but I know if I do the energy work, because I won't be a match to them anymore, that's what could be holding you back, the Two of Michael. You have to make the decision of, are you going to be okay with still thinking about that past relationship? Or are you going to start thinking about the new energy and you're going to let the universe decide if it's the old person who also wants change or if it's someone new? You got to be willing to sometimes be open to the new, Cancers. So be open to the new, Cancer, and be willing to start spending a little bit of time of visualizing the future so that you have a more empowered role in what comes in for you. In terms of what came up in the past for you, oh yeah, so this is, oh hey everyone else who came in. Hi, mwah. I love everyone who's watching this live. Would much appreciate a smashed thumbs up or a comment below. But okay, so in the recent past, you have the perspective card. And again, it's a major arcana card. So it's a karmic lesson. It's a soul level lesson. It's a life lesson that you've got to learn no matter what. And it's like, I like to call this card the orgasmic epiphany or epiphany orgasms. It's where you just have that sudden change of how you view things. It can be like, and a good example of this is if you're dating someone and you think, oh, they're trying so hard. They're doing such a good job. He's trying so hard. He's such a good boyfriend. And then you just have that wake up call of, wait a second, he hasn't contributed towards rent in 6 months. How hard is he really trying? And you just have this view of, oh, that's not the kind of person I want in my life anymore. So you went through some sort of like huge epiphany in the past, and it's just completely shifted what what area of your life it's playing out in. You got to apply that to yourself. Comment below afterwards. I'll come back and comment back. It's just those moments where you completely shift what you expect out of a friendship. What do you want out of a friendship? What do you require out of a friendship to thrive? What type of clients do you want? What type of a position do you want? How you want to be treated at work? Kind of like how we could apply this if you're in the corporate world. It's where you worked hard for 2 years at the job, just slaving away, working overtime if they said they needed overtime help, doing your best work possible. And then all of a sudden 2 years later, you're like, wait a second. I've been giving, and the boss is always critiquing my work, never showing appreciation for the amount of overtime I'm doing, or not even paying me for the overtime I'm doing. I now require a 40-hour work week. I now require a boss who appreciates me. And she just kind of went through that, oh, I don't want this anymore. I want this new thing. So just remember the basis of your month is what is the new that you want as much as you can. It's always a process of whenever you're kind of up leveling to a new level, there's a little bit of shining love and appreciation to the past so that you can grow going forward. You have to also shine the, okay, and when I go forward, these are the types of things I want into my house, because it's kind of like the example of a horse that you're whipping to go faster, running from fear, or the horse where you're like, hey, come play with me in the water. And the horse says, I want to play in the water. So he happily gallops forward. It's if you're like, and for example, if you're a entrepreneur, a digital business owner, and you want to raise your rates, the fear-based way of doing it would be, I have to raise my rates or I can't buy a house. If I can't buy a house, that means I'm a failure. And that means I'm not blah, 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 blah. The way forward is, oh my God, this is the house I want. I love this house. This house feels good. I need to get in that house. That way, when you're on the phone call and you're saying the prices, it's, hey, I was like, well, great. I'd love to work with you. My prices are XYZ. Because you're moving towards the new that you want in your life. Maybe it's a house. Maybe it's a car. Maybe it's a vacation. Maybe it's buying your mom something. You're moving towards allowing that good feeling in instead of, I'd better tell them it's X dollars because it means I love myself. Do you guys see the difference there? You're going through that kind of a shift, guys. So I'm so happy for you, Cancers. You're going from fear-based living to love-based living, Cancer. In terms of what's going on for you right now in the current moment, you got the Ace of Raphael. So this is really good. It's the indication. It's the Ace card. It's the indication of growing a healthier life around love, growing a healthier life in relationships. And I mean, all relationships, your relationship with money, your relationship with bills, your relationship with the lover, your relationship with friends, your relationship with family, coworkers. Like, it's the start of a new adventure of you having more enjoyable relationship experiences in your life. And of course, that obviously means the relationship with yourself too. Wah, wah, wah. I had to get a little corny there, guys, but you got to love on yourselves too. Oh, Cancer, you're D. What's up, D? I can't wait for you to manifest your hubby. You just read for me. You're amazing. Have a very special guy. Oh, thank you. Well, appreciate the love. I'm very solution-based. I'm so excited to open and explore new paths. I love, D, that you just got a little personal read for me, and now you're on here getting your Cancer sign. That's awesome. How synchronistic, right? The universe is like, no, D, you're going to get some positivity in your life. What you want is coming. We're just tweaking the method to allow it to come in. Hey, Sister Seed. Hey, Jennifer. What's up? Ringstone Tarot. Oh, Ida. What's up, Ida? Jennifer. Nice to see you all. Hey, Ollie again. Oh, your soul's so good. Oh, I appreciate that compliment so much, guys. Okay, so let's get back to Cancer. So what you have coming into the near future, so you get the Peace card. So it's kind of after you go through some of the spiritual practices that I just shared with you to help you call in what you want smoother, be a little more empowered in your manifestations. And by empowered, it's knowing that what you want is coming to you no matter what, no matter how long it takes, no matter how many different things you have to take. You know, some people, they have to take 20 courses before they can start a business. Other people, they just have a natural knack for it and they do it. It's about being at peace with the pace of your journey. You got to let go of those overnight success stories so that you get peace into your life. You got to let go of those overnight success stories. You got to let go of those people who said things like, the minute I let go of wanting a husband, he just popped into my life. Oh, I started my business a year later. I was $1 million company. I was a 7-figure business. Let go of that pressure and be okay that your journey might look like a different path. You know, we're all born with different mothers, with different fathers, with different environmental nurturers. And let's see, it's kind of like if you guys read that childhood story, The Hare and the Turtle. The hare could run faster, but the hare got a little lazy and took a nap. The turtle, who was slow and steady, slower, ultimately won the race. So it's being at peace with with the pace that you're going at is what's really going to call in a new level of happiness for you. And once you're happy, that's when you get the job, the car, the girl, the yada, 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 whatever it is you want, the new position, the pay raise, the promotion. It's coming to peace to, hey, this is my journey. This is my pace. What is the next step of this? What am I learning next? Okay, in terms of, oh, check it out, guys. You guys are going to like this, Cancer. In terms of your personal power this month, you got to keep up the hope. Your personal power is to be the sun, and it's a soul level lesson. So it's kind of knowing that, to get a little deep right now, you're the source of your inspiration. You're the source of your ability to change. You're the source of your ability to enjoy life. Whatever you think that you didn't get from your father or that you didn't get from your mother growing up, I can't have a healthy relationship right now because I didn't have a good example with my mother or with my father, so I don't have a chance for it. What is it that you think you needed from your father? What is it that you think you needed from your mother to be the type of person you needed now? And I can tell you guys, like, personal example, for a while there would just freeze up and choke when it came to money. And then someone pointed out to me, Kelly, what would your father say? And that's where it's kind of like, my father was actually a little passive, didn't really speak up for me that much, yada, yada, kind of tell me to just turn my cheek and walk the other way. So she went, okay, pretend that you could have any father that you want. What would you want your father to say for you on your behalf? And I was like, oh, I would have wanted him to say, like, no, Kelly's actually really good at what she does. She's crafted it. She spent a lot of time on it. She loves helping people, and she's really good at it. And that's when the lady looked at me, she's like, and that's what you need to tell yourself. So what is it that you think that you didn't get from your father or mother or primary caretaker when you're younger? Do that for yourself now. You are your source of hope. You are your source of beacon. That's your personal power this month, Cancer. My boyfriend will experience this because he's getting a settlement, which will allow him to feel less financially stressed. Oh, good, Felicia, I'm good. I've stopped being that. Being pregnant takes a lot out, especially when it's unexpected. There's a 10-year gap. That don't sit on your ass. I don't know. Yeah, kids do put a little slow down on the gas pedal there. It's kind of why I waited a little bit. Although now that I'm 32, I'm like, maybe I need to start getting on that bandwagon to make sure that I get that kid out before I'm 40. But anyway, going on to outside influences. Okay, so check it out. Outside influences this month is the 8 of Gabriel. This is the communication card, Cancer. This is the communication card. It's the outside influences are encouraging you. You got to tell us what you want. What do you want? The angels, spirit right now is you got to communicate what you want. So all outside influences right now are encouraging you to speak up for what you actually want, what you actually need. And guys, I can hands down share with you, I have spent over like $55,000 in coaching in the last 2 years. The biggest thing I've learned from all of these coaches is that the difference between the people who have the type of relationship they want versus the one where they feel bad, the people who make the money $200,000 and up versus those who don't, this category, they are all very willing to have those difficult conversations, those uncomfortable conversations, the conversations where you think it means something about you if you like it or don't like it. They're willing to say hey, I know I hired you for XYZ job. I will admit I was a little disappointed with the end result, but that's why I wanted to talk to you to see what were your expectations, and I want to reshare what my expectations are to see if that's something that you can do. If not, no hard feelings. If so, then let's keep going forward. That's the difference between someone who has the life that they want, the happy marriage life, the type of money they want, versus those who just pay the money and go, the photographer didn't give me the photos I want. She was just a bad photographer. And then you go and bitch and complain. And I used to be that way. It was after $55,000 and tons of coaches that I've learned to, hey, this is what I need. If you're going to work for me, this is what I'm looking for and what I need. Is that something that you want to do? Because then the person gets to say, yeah, I want to do that. And then they're moving towards that good feeling. Or they can say, no, that's not for me. Well, good. It wasn't a match. The clear communication, hey, this is what I need in order to thrive going forward. I wanted to share that with you to see if that's something that you want to do. Is that okay to do that now? That's how you have difficult conversations, guys. Comment below. You know what? If a lot of you really want help with that, I could put together a workshop to help you guys have that negotiation conversation. I've negotiated $20,000 in pay raises for myself. I've helped my clients negotiate $50,000 in pay raises. I've helped them have that conversation with their husband who they're not talking to for 3 months of, hey, I feel a little angry. I feel like I'm left alone taking care of the kids, to now, after that conversation, they're having a date night a week. So if you guys need help with that, send me an email. We can get a little 90-minute like breakthrough intensive so that you guys can have the conversation so that you get what you want going on in your life. In terms of your hopes or fears for this month, so it looks like, okay, so this is definitely a combo of both. You got the Knight of Ariel, which is the Knight of loving forward movement, definitely forward movement. So your hope is that you're going to get some positive change in your life. The little bit of the fear is that there's so much to do though. If I start taking action, there's going to be so much more work that I have to do. More money, more problems. I don't want to grow my business because then I'll have to deal with the IRS more. I'll have to hire more people. More employees are always a pain. So you need loving forward movement, but it's also a little coupled with but there's going to be so much work once I take the step. And you guys know how this works. If there was someone who wasn't a runner at all, maybe completely out of shape, and then they start to train for a marathon, you're not going to put the pressure on them to go run 5 miles your first day. No, you're going to sit back and go, hey, it's your first day with training. It's your first day getting back out there. Just go get out there. See if you can walk a mile. Hey, good job. Let's walk a mile the next day. We'll walk a mile the next day. Well, hey, maybe if we just change your breakfast a little bit, you'll feel a little more energy when you walk. Let's walk another mile. You're going to take the training in increments. So allow the emotional growth that you have to go through for it to come in increments, knowing that the journey will unfold at just the right pace, because you don't want to try to rush through the journey. So then 5 years from now, when you look back, you're like, That was all a blur. I don't even remember it. You want to be able to go back and go, hey, this was the month where I spoke to my boss about a pay raise, and you want to celebrate that. You want to champion that. Hey, this is the month my boss gave me the pay raise. Hey, this is the month where I went on the first date and I felt so relaxed and I felt so comfortable. You guys want to celebrate the journey along the way. That's living life. Everyone who comes to me for a reading of what's my life purpose? Your life purpose is to literally milk and enjoy every moment. Because when you're in the enjoyment vibration, that's when you find the, I love playing with tarot cards. Well, I want more of that good feeling. So I'm going to start making YouTube videos now. I'm going to start doing Facebook Lives. All right, guys. This is a lot of juicy content for you guys, Cancer. So comment below. I do have some openings for some 90-minute breakthrough intensives as well as a half-day intensive. So if there's just something that you need completely revamped in your life, send me an email, kelly@kellylunt.com, or comment below. I'll send you a link to a scheduling calendar, and we could get you the 90-minute breakthrough or the half-day intensive. We can help build the strategies, your $250,000 strategy for your coaching business next year. Like, if you guys need help with that, because this is a lot that you're going through, send me an email. I think I have like 3 openings right now. Okay, this is your, yes, Cancer, you do deserve it all. Oh, you've been trying to, okay. Rue, send me an email. We can get on a little, I can teach you, that would be a 90-minute intensive, Rue. I can help you with that so easily. And comment after I post this what it is you're working on. I'll try to help here too. Anastasia, true, I have to learn that. It's just the case of the ex that I have to solve. Well, if he's an ex, he's an ex. Shut the door. Anastasia, shut the door. There's no, but what if he comes back? But what if he has an epiphany that now he really wants to put in the effort? You are shutting the door, Anastasia. You're not waiting for him to come to his senses to start treating you better. You are, picture in your mind's eye, you are turning your back to him. Visualize a beautiful field of flowers ahead of you, and you're now walking toward that field of flowers. You are not waiting for him, Anastasia. You are shutting the door, Anastasia. You're shutting the door, Anastasia. It was an obsession, and now I'm closing that chapter of my life, and I'm moving forward. Okay, you've got it, Anastasia. I wanted to give you a little bit of energy healing work there just to help a bit. Okay, so in the outcome for this month, Cancers, you've got the 6 of Gabriel. This is the victory card. This is the card that good things are coming your ways. So you definitely have some awesome personal and spiritual growth coming your way. And it looks like it's going to finally be that month where you start to see the physical reality. You know, sometimes when you're manifesting something that's the journey of getting ready, to be 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 getting ready. It's a lot of personal growth and da-da-da-da. It's the last leg where you start to see the physical manifestations, which looks like you're going to start seeing some of them. Okay, Cancer, so I love you bunches. This is definitely the month of being able to fully voice everything that you want. So you guys, Cancers, may want to get some throat chakra stones coupled with a root chakra. So work with your root chakra and your throat chakra this month. I love you guys bunches. Bye.